Hello and welcome to Hockey with Ice and a Thursday evening Swedish Hockey League live stream. Reacting to an ongoing game. I shall turn the sound back on. I'll try to any new game sound. This is FRÖLUNDA against VÄXJÖ. So fourth placed FRÖLUNDA are on a 6-game winning streak coming into this game. Up against the SHL league leaders, VÄXJÖ. As you can see from the scores below, all the games are in progress, so I am joining this one on the live stream. 7:45 to go in the second period. FRÖLUNDA are up 3-1, a Malta Strömval hat-trick in the first period for FRÖLUNDA. Gabriel Carlson got a goal back for VÄXJÖ, but there's been no goals so far, although almost one. Emil Silvergård for VÄXJÖ. Getting in tight in front of the net. But it's great to have SHL action back. Of course, the teams were back in action, or most of them, 12 of the 14, were back in action on Tuesday night. Unfortunately, I was out, so wasn't able to do any live streaming during that, and it's been a busy couple of days actually for me. So I only had a brief catch-up on all of the scores and watching the highlights last night. And I'm not very organised this night either, I shall point out. So I shall do my best to keep up on all the scores and all of the action, including in the game we have here. Almost a chance there for FRÖLUNDA. I shall just do a quick message in the chat. Hello on the chat. Just to make sure that is working, you can get in contact via the chat if I look past my microphone. I've had a few people on in the past chatting about games that they are watching, so always nice to hear from people. So if you're watching live, you can do that, or let me know in the comments if you're watching on repeat. I will say I've had a couple of issues with the previous couple of live streams where when they push through sound, it's mainly in the intermissions, but also occasionally when there's a break in action. The Google algorithms are so good that YouTube picks up on them, and I get blocks. Ooh, chance in front for FRÖLUNDA, almost a fall for them, and there's a push in the face there. That was Carl Klimby who got one in the face, and now Linus Nissian's helmet has come off. So a couple of FRÖLUNDA players in the mix there. But yes, so I didn't get copyright strikes, but there were issues with it. So if you hear me, 2 minutes for roughing. If you hear the sound immediately jump off, that's because I'm muting the sound from the game, so I don't get any copyright strikes. So there is a call for roughing. Essentially, it was a chance for FRÖLUNDA at the net, and somebody got dinged. Oh yes, yes. But Carl Klimby got one right in the face. Have a quick look. Didn't catch which VÄXJÖ player that was. But good news for FRÖLUNDA, not so good for VÄXJÖ. FRÖLUNDA go on the power play. 6:28 to go in the second period. They've got a 2-minute power play to try and increase their 3-1 lead. Lots of hockey going on. Ooh, chance, and it's a goal! Short-handed! VÄXJÖ have scored. Henrik Terminus, he's waving his arm in the air. He doesn't know what's happened there. Looks like it's Hugo Gustafsson. I think it is. Henrik Terminus of FRÖLUNDA is going back to the bench, shaking his head, but it is Hugo Gustafsson who is celebrating, and that is 3-2. So a short-handed goal gets the league leaders right back in it within one goal. Watching it again, Terminus has it behind his own net. Juan Boy steals it off him, and it's a quick wrist shot. Brilliant finish by Hugo Gustafsson, and that goes past Lars Johansson. So it was a Kali Kossela penalty for VÄXJÖ, 2 minutes for roughing. But VÄXJÖ, rather than it being a difficult moment for them, and one that has put them further behind, has actually led to a chance and a goal for VÄXJÖ. Let me update my notes. Goal for Hugo Gustafsson. Assist for Someone. Can't remember. It'll come to me. Oh, handball. One boy. There we go. So, a minute to go on the power play. But FRÖLUNDA now are trying to get that goal back. Shocker, really. FRÖLUNDA, who have been in outstanding form of late, was always set up to be a cracker, this one. The informed team in the SHL, FRÖLUNDA, against the league leaders. VÄXJÖ didn't play on Tuesday night, so this is their first game back after the international break. Came out sluggish, really. Malta Strumval really took advantage with that first period hat-trick, but VÄXJÖ getting their legs underneath them and are coming back in it. And now there's only 15 seconds left on the power play. The crowd at the Scandinavium, who were in dreamland, 3-0 up, now getting a little bit frustrated, and that's going to be offside. Really sloppy. That was a terrible power play for FRÖLUNDA. Terrible. Where are we? So, they would show the replay of the goal. It's a great finish, I have to say. It's past Johansson before he could lift his glove up, really. Unhappiness on the FRÖLUNDA bench. That is a really poor goal to give away. A gift for VÄXJÖ. As we have 4.5 minutes to go in the second period, it's FRÖLUNDA 3, VÄXJÖ 2. Looking around SHL just quickly to make sure I'm updating all my scores. Ooh, so HV have equalised against Luleå. Rovinen with the goal for HV. Desperate to pick up some points. Rögle 1, Örebro 2, Timrå 1, Malmö 1. It is Modo 1, Oskarshamn 0. Modo got the win on Tuesday. And if they can get a win today against Oskarshamn, I think they beat Örebro off the top of my head. But if they beat Oskarshamn, I mean, Oskarshamn are basically, they're not mathematically settled in the relegation playoff, but they pretty much are now. Modo were in some danger with HV catching them up. But they've corrected the HV goal to Borgström. But yeah, Modo having a good week so far if they can hold the lead against Oskarshamn. Leksand 1, Färjestad 3. Linköping and VÄXJÖ is goalless, and it's 3-2 in our game. As we come up to the 3-minute remaining mark in the second period. VÄXJÖ are out shooting FRÖLUNDA 16-12. Home crowd trying to get behind their team. Trying to get them to restore the lead. Hope you're doing well, by the way. It's been a bit of a rushed start, given I was busy with work, finished work later than intended, and didn't have much time to prepare. So as per usual, it's a little bit rough around the edges. There is a playing. It is Malmö Kukkonen, who is back in the goals. He came back, scored the other day. He has scored for Malmö. So Malmö now take a 2-1 lead away to Timrå. Important goal for Malmö, who are another team who are flirting with the relegation playoff zone. So important if they can get 3 points there on the road. Joni Kukkonen, yeah, scored last time in his return from injury and has got another one today by the looks of it. Lots to catch up on, it feels like, so we'll do that in a couple of minutes when we hit the intermission. We'll go through the games as there's a shot on target that Johansson catches and feeds out for FRÖLUNDA to get out of their zone, although, oh yes, they're going to come at them. Potential chance. Gone backwards there. Ruhama, who has 2 assists in this game so far. As the puck taken away and VÄXJÖ have it again. But yeah, we'll go through all the games, the other 6 games from today, and where we've got to after 2 periods. Also catch up on a bit of NHL news too. Shot on net for FRÖLUNDA is saved by Emil Lamy in the VÄXJÖ net. Officials rushing in just to check what's going on. The officials in their Pride Week Technicolor Dreamcoat outfits. There's a bit of pushing and shoving there. Eric Farrell, only just back from injury, in the paint in front of Lamy. And there's another pling. Moodoo have taken a 2-0 lead against Uskashun. Danny O'Regan has got the goal there. So, big goal for Moodoo. Murder to get a 2-goal cushion near the end of the second period. She'll have a live look at the table as well once we hit the intermission break. We're now in the final minute of the second period in Gothenburg. Puck is behind the FRÖLUNDA net and they're trying to bring it clear. Lola just held up just outside the zone. Victor Juanboy, who did such a good job on the forecheck for VÄXJÖ's second goal, getting stuck in there. Puck gets flicked back in. 25 seconds to go. We're able to clear the zone for FRÖLUNDA, although that's going to be icing, I suspect. Brian Cooper touches it up for VÄXJÖ, so that will be a face-off down the FRÖLUNDA end with 15 seconds left of the second period. The pocket of VÄXJÖ fans at the Scandinavian generally looking pretty happy. Their team still trails, but have got 2 goals back from a 3-0 deficit, so will be all to play for in the third and final period. As they win that face-off, they're going to get one more chance here. Working it around. Are they going to be able to get a shot off? Brian Cooper is there. Puck gets blocked. It's dumped in, but that's going to be it for the second period. So, it was 3-1 after the first period. The hat-trick by Malta Stromvall for FRÖLUNDA gave them a 3-0 lead. Gabriel Carlson got VÄXJÖ back in it in the first period, and there's just a single goal in that second period, coming short-handed for Hugo Gustafsson. And that's where we end the second period. 3-2 for FRÖLUNDA, so they'll be happy to have the lead after 2 periods, but VÄXJÖ are on the way back, and as the league leaders have been in good form, of course, FRÖLUNDA 6 in a row, so both teams in good form. Will be interesting to see where this one goes to in the third period. Let me see if I can get this to work. Probably not. Okay, I'm going to mute the sound from the rink, from the arena. Look past my camera so I don't get another copyright strike. Okay. Just going to have to adjust this. Here we go. Not prepared, everyone. Here we go. There we are. That should be right. Okay. There we are, between periods. So we should have about 17 minutes or so. And I'll take a breath. It's been a bit hectic to start this stream. And again, looking past my camera. We finally got there. So, yes, hope you're well. It's been an exciting return to action for the Swedish Hockey League after last week's international break. And there are lots of things on the line. There's still a long way to go, of course. Still, 10 games left for most teams after today. They have 10 games left. There are a couple of teams who will have 9 games, but we're getting really to the end point with a lot of this stuff. And I will see if I can bring up the table. Let me see. The live table update. Here we go. Righty, let's go to that. So perhaps a little bit small, but over here. So as things stand, with VÄXJÖ losing and Färjestad winning, Färjestad would get back to the top of the league. They were top of the league for ages. VÄXJÖ have overtaken them just of late. But if things stay the same, VÄXJÖ would drop down to second place. FRÖLUNDA would now march up to third in such good form of late. With VÄXJÖ, who are currently goalless in their game. Yes, goalless in their game against Linköping in fourth, Linköping in fifth. Leksand, who are losing to Färjestad at the moment, would stay in sixth. The group below that, here you have Timrå, Luleå, Örebro and Malmö. So big gap between 8th and 9th there. Luleå on 67 points, Örebro would be on 56. But it would be a big win for Malmö if they can hold on to the 2-1 lead against Timrå. That gives them a bit of a cushion in the sense that it would put them on the same points as Rögle and Modo. So not still where they'd like to be, but at least it gives them a 7-point gap to 13th. Same, of course, would go to Modo and Rögle. So VÄXJÖ currently drawing, I think, yes, 1-1 with Luleå. Oskarshamn are basically done and dusted when it comes to the relegation playoff. Now, they have added a couple of players of late, so I think they are still of the mind that, well, they've got a best of 7 game series to come. And whilst their record at the moment would suggest that's going to be a struggle to win, particularly if it's VÄXJÖ, I'm pretty sure they've won all 4 games, if not 3 of the 4, against Oskarshamn so far this season. Anything can happen in a best of 7, can't it? So that will be interesting to see. Let's have a look through some of the details while we are here. So 1-1. Live stats. Here we go. Let's have a look at the scores. So second period opening. The scoring was Juhani Tyrväinen. For Luleå, it was Henrik Borgström, who was credited with VÄXJÖ's goal to level it up just 2 minutes later. So that's 1-1. Rögle and Örebro. Rögle really poor form of late. Katina Arena would be hoping to try and pick up some points against fellow strugglers Örebro, but that's not the way things are going so far. They trail 2-1 after 2 periods. They did take the lead there, Simon Reforce, with his 5th of the season after just 2 minutes in the first period. But then a couple of goals with Jonathan Lekri-Markki, who scored Örebro's sole goal in the last game. I think that was against Murder. So he's in great form. That's 14 on the season for him. Timrå and Malmö. So Malmö taking a 2-1 lead. Jani Kukkonen with his 13th of the season, just before the end of the second period. So yes, 70 seconds before the end of the period. Philip Horlander had equalised for Timrå after 4:52, after Teemu Kivilhame gave Malmö the lead right at the end of the first period. So late goals in both periods there. We'll see what happens in the third period for that one. Murder and Oskarshamn 2-0 to the home team at the Hawklands Arena. Live statistics, let's have a look. So, goal after 1 minute 50 in the first period. Daniel Brickley with his 4th of the season. And Danny O'Regan also with his 4th of the season. 16 minutes into the second period. A couple of assists for Johan Södergren. Leksand and Färjestad, it says here they're not quite complete. I think they are for the second period, but we'll see. The travelling Färjestad are up 3-1. So who's the goals there? Ooh, Leksand did actually take a 1-0 lead after 12:42 through Marek Hrivnik, who has scored a few of late. Marcus Nilsson, Per Aslund and Liam Ergren with the goals there to recover from a 1-0 deficit and to put Färjestad up 3-1. And then goalless between Linköping and Skellefteå. Skellefteå, of course, have the Champions Hockey League final next Tuesday, which I will do a live stream around. So, not going on. Linköping have had 20 shots on target, Skellefteå 18. But so far, no breakthrough for either team. So that's where we are after 2 periods across the Swedish Hockey League. And we do have 10 minutes or so remaining before the action gets back underway at the Scandinavium. I was going to have a quick look on the NHL website to see what the latest news is across the Atlantic. And there has been some news, unless this came out yesterday and I missed it. And it is important news from a European point of view, or at least an impactful one. Columbus Blue Jackets have fired General Manager Jarmo Kekalainen. Blue Jackets are 16, 26 and 10, last in the Eastern Conference, 18 points behind Detroit Red Wings for the second wildcard. Kekalainen, named the third GM in Blue Jackets history, February 13th. Was he the first European GM in the NHL? That's my memory of it anyway. Let me have a look. I think he was. Honestly, it all comes back to, I mean, for me, it all comes back to the ridiculous decision over to Mike Babcock, appointing him, which was a ridiculous decision at the time. Completely got undone just within, well, it was within a couple of months, but before the season, even before the teams had got back for pre-season, because of his conduct, again, frankly did look like the GM was on thin ice ever since that point. The results have been very poor. So unsurprising that Kekalainen has been fired by the Blue Jackets, but unfortunate for him and unfortunate for European ice hockey, given his historic status in claiming a GM job in the NHL as a European. The other main news is with someone who does have Swedish hockey links. In Connor Bedard, he came over to Husqvarna, I think, or Verhetiets. I think he did some junior stuff with them, just some training. If I remember right, it was definitely one of the Swedish teams. I think it was them. Connor Bedard, who has been out with a fractured jaw for several weeks. In fact, since the 5th of January, he apparently could be back for the Chicago Blackhawks tonight. They take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. And yes, he had surgery 3 days after the hit that broke his jaw. February 19th will mark 6 weeks of post-surgery recovery. His original timeline was 6 to 8 weeks. So he feels good. He thinks he's going to be back. The main thing for him, of course, is the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year. Brock Faber, the Minnesota Wild defenseman, is a real contender for that. And with the games that Bedard has missed, that may mean he loses out on it, but he has got back in double quick time, as we kind of expected he would do. And yes, he may be back tonight for the Chicago Blackhawks game against the Penguins. In my head, there's pretty much a full slate of games tonight. There's 12 games, in fact, not quite a full slate, but plenty. There's only one game on Friday night. So 12 games tonight in the NHL. Seattle Kraken at Boston Bruins. Florida Panthers at the Buffalo Sabres. Kings at Devils, Canadiens at New York Rangers, Ducks at Senators, Avalanche at Tampa Bay Lightning, Philadelphia Flyers away to Toronto Maple Leafs, my Oilers are in St. Louis taking on the Blues, then it's Stars against Preds, Penguins against Blackhawks as we mentioned, Sharks against Flames, and Red Wings against Canucks. So plenty of games to go. And it is worth pointing out when we get to Saturday that there are quite a few earlier games on the Saturday. So LA Kings against Boston Bruins in Boston. That's 12:30 p.m. start time, local time in Boston. So what is that? 6:30 Central European, 6:30 p.m. Central European, 5:30 p.m. here in the UK. The Oilers at Stars, just like Senators at Blackhawks. Both of those games start 3 p.m. Eastern time. So 9 p.m. Central European, 8 p.m. here in the UK. And there's a few other games too, including Red Wings at a surging Calgary Flames. That one starts at 10 p.m. Central European on Saturday, 9 p.m. here in the UK. So lots of games. And then on the Monday, just to cover all bases, Monday 19th, there's a whole bunch of early games. I'm not sure what holiday it is in the States, but presumably there's a holiday because they're in the afternoon. So there's a few games there, including Oilers at Coyotes, which is 9 p.m. UK time on Monday, 10 p.m. Central European. So some good NHL watching at a convenient time here in Europe over the next few days. But that is all of the NHL stuff to go. We will have a look out there in the arena. The crowd are funneling back into their seats at the Scandinavium. We're just waiting for the teams to come back out onto the ice ahead of the third period. Righty, so let's turn that off. I have my notes, my quick notes of, it doesn't show up very well because of my green screen, I have to say, but just to identify the lines the different players are on and who's doing what and everything during the game. So in terms of the live stream schedule coming up over the next few days. So Saturday afternoon, there's the full slate of SHL games, three earlier in the afternoon, 4 in the evening. I'm going to be at the football on the Saturday afternoon, so I don't think I'll be doing any live streaming on the Saturday. Before that, though, tomorrow night, it is the Stockholm Derby in the Hockey Allsvenskan, the second division in Sweden. Djurgårdens against AIK. I am travelling about tomorrow, so it's more likely I'll join up one at the start of the second period in terms of live stream, but I will be doing a live stream on Friday evening, tomorrow evening, covering some of the Stockholm Derby. Probably not from the start of the first period, unfortunately, just because I probably won't have time to get home and get myself sorted out before then. But we shall see the puck drops at 6 p.m. UK time for that one, 7 p.m. Central European. So hopefully I'll get home in good time to get myself together and watch that. But yes, I'll definitely be doing a live stream at some point tomorrow evening, Friday evening, for the Stockholm Derby as the lights come back on in the Scandinavium and the officials come back onto the ice. So we're just a few minutes away from return here. So Friday night, live stream. Saturday afternoon, probably won't be doing a live stream because I'm going to be out. But I will do a live stream of the Oilers game in the evening. So watching along with that one. Sunday, I have a feeling I might be doing a live stream on Sunday. Let me have a look at my hockey calendar. I have my hockey planner that I use today. Sunday. Okay, no, there isn't a Swedish Hockey League. Okay, there is an evening time European friendly NHL game Rangers at Islanders, but not a Swedish game. Okay, so yes, live stream schedule then Friday night, tomorrow night. I'll be covering some of the Stockholm derby between Djurgårdens and Oikor, albeit probably not right from the first puck drop. Saturday evening, I'll be covering Oilers, the Oilers game early on. And then the next live stream will probably be the Tuesday night, which is when the Champions Hockey League final between Sweden's Skellefteå and Switzerland's Genève Servette takes place. So looking forward to that one. Okay, I think I am almost safe to turn the sound back on and not be hit by copyright strikes. Almost. So see my phone pinging messages. We're getting ready for the second period. Third period, sorry. Final period. Here we go. Okay, the puck has been dropped, but it's a full start there, so they will be starting again. A few smiles between the players at the full start. But what are we going to get from this third period? It's not going to work. Here we go. Hope that doesn't fall down. There we are. Frölunda having led 3-0. Now just a 1-goal advantage. And Emil Nami in the VÄXJÖ net covers up early on for a face-off. See what's going on my phone. All sorts is the answer. All sorts. Righty. So, Frölunda 3, VÄXJÖ 2, 30 seconds into the period. And not much going on so far. Top line out for Frölunda. Mikael Ruhama, Walter Stromfeld, a man who has scored a hat-trick already in this game, and Max Freeby. And it is the second line out there for VÄXJÖ at the moment. Robert Rosian, the centre, just winning the face-off. VÄXJÖ now trying to clear their zone. Interesting to see how Frölunda play this. They are quite a structured defensive team in some ways. But they don't want to go too far into their shell against the league leaders. Just with a 1-goal lead, could get themselves into some trouble. In fact, we're doing a good job of keeping the puck in the Frölunda zone, but now home team are going to be able to bring it clear. Both teams are able to make a change there. Frölunda coming clear, getting a shot on net. Emil Lamy almost lost that. Didn't know where it was. It was Jelle Injera for Frölunda who put a wrist shot on net. Now the puck has gone up and hit the netting, so will be whistled down. But Injera was looking across. I think he was initially looking for Eric Boré. Yes, he was out in front. Puck went on net and a bit of a schmozzle in front of the net, but didn't fall into any danger, fortunately for Emil Lamy and VÄXJÖ Lakers. So another shot on net. In fact, it just went wide, but cannoned out into a dangerous position, that time by Tom Nielsen, the defender. But VÄXJÖ are able to bring it clear. Well, it looks like they've been whistled offside, perhaps. It was a bit unclear. I do like the Technicolor Pride Week jerseys that the referees and the linesmen are wearing. The game I watched back, which one was it? I can't think now. Game I watched some of last night. The home team had some nice custom jerseys that had some Pride colour, rainbow colour details to it. This is a shot on net by VÄXJÖ. That's held by Lars Johansson. And the TV4 coverage in Sweden is showing the VÄXJÖ fans, and now they're showing the FRÖLUNDA fans clapping in unison, cheering on their teams. So we get a face-off in the Amazon circle to the right of Johansson's goal in the FRÖLUNDA end. Won by FRÖLUNDA. Not immediately able to clear it, but they're able to at the second attempt, and now the puck has gone up and over the glass. So it gets whistled out. It's a VÄXJÖ fan with a bucket hat and orange bucket hat with orange sunglasses. There in the stands, wearing a jumper as well. Just to keep you abreast of all the pertinent details from the affair. Oh, VÄXJÖ careless in their own zone. They almost lost that. Zach Gutierrez, I think it is, was able to recover and clean up the mess. Could have been dangerous for them though. They'll have to fight another day. Robert Racine trying to battle for it for VÄXJÖ, but is unable to keep it in, and now FRÖLUNDA are coming back into the VÄXJÖ zone, but that gets snuffed out. So it's very much back and forth so far in the first 3 minutes of the third period, albeit without really much in the way of chances for either team. This might be a chance though. Ooh, deflected up for VÄXJÖ. There was an opportunity there. It was defenseman Brian Cooper who walked in on it. His shot was blocked in front. So went harmlessly up and over. Referee's blowing the whistle again. Just going to refresh my SHL page. I don't think there's any goals that have gone in so far in the third period in any of the games, and no, it doesn't look like it. None here in the FRÖLUNDA VÄXJÖ game. So FRÖLUNDA still leading 3-2 over VÄXJÖ. Would be a big win if FRÖLUNDA can hold on to it. And combined with Färjestad leading Leksand would knock VÄXJÖ down to second. Not a big issue at this time of year, of course. But they work so hard to claim that top spot, they'd like to keep there, I'm sure. Top line out on the ice for VÄXJÖ now. Manuel Ågren just battling for it in the corner, picked up by Joachim Blickfeld. The man on that line is Kari Kossela, who had been out for a while. Just a couple of games, or at least one game, maybe it was 2 games, just back before the international break, just to get back into the groove of it, and he's now back centering a top line. It's a lovely move on the blue line. VÄXJÖ trying to get through, and it was a chance out in front. There's a few players down on the ice. Referee has blown up, in fact. let everyone get back up onto the skates. It was Joachim Blickfeld who got knocked down and isn't very happy about it. So it's Carl Persson who pulled a lovely move to evade a check on the blue line, walked forward, flicked it in. Joachim Blickfeld out in front, got his shot on net, good save by Johansson, and then he was taken out by Henrik Terminus, who fell on top of him. Referee blew the play dead, but nothing really doing on it, and they'll start back in the neutral zone. 5 minutes gone in the third period. Still Frölunda 3, VÄXJÖ 2. Oh, there has been another goal at Katina Arena. It's gone to the away team. Örebro now lead 3-1. So things going from bad to worse for Rögle. There's a chance in front for VÄXJÖ, unable to make anything of it. Frölunda now, potentially on a breakaway. 2-on-2. It's going to be a chance and a goal. Great finish. It is Max Friberg who has put Frölunda up 4-2 on a breakaway. Came out of nothing really. 13:52 left in the third period. Max Friberg very happy with that as he fist bumps his teammate Zach Guthrie. For VÄXJÖ is not very happy, so it started behind the Frölunda net. Guthrie, oh yes, he lost it on the Frölunda blue line. I think it was Mikael Ruhama who nicked it, played it across to Friberg, and he fired it home on a wrist shot. Really good finish. And that is a big goal. VÄXJÖ having come back from 3-0 down to make it 3-2. They were on the march, but now Frölunda have got a 2-goal advantage again on that goal by Max Friberg. Had an assist in the first period too. It's a shot on net for VÄXJÖ, but easily saved by Johansson. The Frölunda goal. Zach Guthrie, the camera is on him. He's made a real hash of that one. Showing a replay, he held it in, tried to flick it, but was undone. It was Mikael Ruhama who stole it off him, held his composure, drew two players to him, then fed the puck across. And it's a good finish by Max Friberg. Zach Guthrie, I think it's pronounced, getting a tap on the shoulder from his coach. You can't undo the mistake once you've done it. What you can do is hope that the player wipes it from his mind and gets back to playing well for the rest of the game. And yeah, just needs some support there. But it is an error by him, an unforced error. Well, no, that's not true actually. Mikael Ruhama did put some pressure on him. He shouldn't be losing the puck there, but credit to Frölunda for getting it. Credit for Frölunda for finishing it off. And that is Ruhama's third assist of the game. And VÄXJÖ have it all to do again. 13 minutes to go in the third period. The referee's going to whistle for icing. Frölunda leading 4-2. Happy home crowd. Let's see if they can hold on to their lead. concern them a bit that they let that free goal slip. Let FRÖLUNDA back in it, but now FRÖLUNDA have just been sloppy again, and it's another chance. FRÖLUNDA unable to take it that time. Jere Ingela ending up with a shot. But it's been some careless play. And then again, what are FRÖLUNDA doing in their own zone? I mean, that one won't cost them, but it was a pass backwards to nowhere near the intended target. Emil Lamy in goal was sliding out, stretching out like Superman to try and get something on it. Just to try and keep some sort of semblance of control in the game, but FRÖLUNDA will be disappointed they've been sloppy here. And their third line is out there, centred by Noah Östlund, who's been so good for FRÖLUNDA since coming back from the World Juniors with Sweden. He's on the line with Ludvig Nielsen, Victor Hamboy. They've now gone off, and there was a chance there for Robert Racine, the centre on the second line for FRÖLUNDA. But Johansson was able to make a save. Johansson now is going to cover up another shot, that one coming in from Gabriel Carlsen. FRÖLUNDA, all shots on target then, FRÖLUNDA. So far, not really been able to make them count. We've just seen a replay, the chance from Robert Racine there. It did go through the legs of Christian Ferlin, which can always make it difficult for a goalie, but Johansson was able to push it clear without too much trouble. To bring it clear and dump it in. Ooh, almost another chance there. Almost another chance for FRÖLUNDA. FRÖLUNDA bring it clear. Meanwhile, an important goal at Husqvarna Gardens. Javier Hutiet, HU71 from in English, have gone up 2-1 at home against Ludewa. Javier desperately in need of points, down there in 13th place. And they've just taken the lead with about 10 minutes to go in that game. Just over 10 minutes to go in this one. FRÖLUNDA leading 4-2 over FRÖLUNDA. And there's another chance. Sloppy play again. Emil Lamy covers up. We're going to blow the whistle on it. There's also been a goal, an opening goal at last between Linköping and Skellefteå. It's gone to Skellefteå. Granby has scored that one. So Skellefteå scoring. Bit of pushing and shoving in this game in front of the FRÖLUNDA net. Well, it was Brandström who scored for Javier Hutiet. FRÖLUNDA looking for a penalty. They're not going to get one. It was Emil Silvergård who ended up going down onto the ice, but the referee signalled that it was incidental contact, I think. So no foul on the play. FRÖLUNDA do get it in there, but Johansson just uses his paddle to bring it in, corral the puck, and then to cover up. And that is going to be a power break at the Scandinavium with the home team, FRÖLUNDA, up 4-2. Walter Strömvold was just watching the replays here, scoring a first period hat-trick. There he is, banked in the hat-trick off the back of Emil Lamy. FRÖLUNDA getting back in it in the first period through Gabriel Carlsen with a wrist shot from the blue line. Pressure from Juanby, and then a shot by Hugo Gustafsson. Got FRÖLUNDA back in it, but then a mistake at the FRÖLUNDA blue line by FRÖLUNDA defender Zach Guthrie. Pass the puck over to Mikael Juhana, and Max Friberg has pushed it home to make it 4-2 for FRÖLUNDA. I shall mute the sound from the game just while the music plays. There has been another goal in the SHL, and that's gone to Timrå. So Timrå 2, Malmö 2 now. So Timrå back in that one, bringing it level. Let's, here we go, get back to the action. Just inside 10 minutes now. What can VÄXJÖ do here? Can the league leaders, or current league leaders, find a way back in this and stop Färjestad from leapfrogging them into first place? Another chance for FRÖLUNDA, but it was deflected wide. Emil Lamy stretching out there for VÄXJÖ. Able to get it clear, but it's a messy exit from the zone for VÄXJÖ. They have ultimately been able to pick it up again, but opportunity to move forward went begging there. It's kind of been the situation for them so far. Snow Östlund weaves it around in the FRÖLUNDA zone, but then gets the puck taken away from him. 9 minutes to go now. Not panic stations yet for VÄXJÖ, but they've just not looked very dangerous in this period, I have to say. Having got the second goal back to make it 3-2 to get within one, thought they'd really come out firing and had a few chances early, but nothing particularly threatening. And unfortunately for them, any good work they did was undone. As FRÖLUNDA have a shot from the blue line that Emil Lamy takes and covers up. Another bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net. They're just showing a replay there of a FRÖLUNDA chance. That was Nicholas Lersu. Missed it completely, but that was an opportunity for him. That would have been game over if FRÖLUNDA had made it 5-2. But he was unable to, so 8.5 minutes to go. FRÖLUNDA 4, VÄXJÖ 2. Oh, and it's gone in! Out of nothing. FRÖLUNDA have made it 5-2. Is that this game over? I think it probably is. It is number 32, Noah Herser, who is celebrating. Puck just seemed to come out to him when he fired it home. We'll wait for the replay to really look at what happened there. It seems a scrappy one. Puck went behind, and there it squeezed out. Oh, it's a lovely little pass in front. Actually, have to give credit there. That was Linus Erby. Lovely little pass out in front. And credit to Noah Herser for being in the right spot. Out in front, and that is 5-2. So the fourth line coming through for FRÖLUNDA to get the fifth goal. Horsa. See who gets the assist. It was definitely Linus Erby. He's just going to bring it up now. Erby and Born. So that is 5-2, and it's not beyond VÄXJÖ to get back in this game, but they're now trailed by 3 goals again, having already come back from 3-0 down to make it 3-2. That is not what they needed. Meanwhile, at Husqvarna Gardens, Luleå have equalised against Hårfjäll Hettiets to Rovinen again for Luleå. So that is back and forth contest. Just when the home team thought they'd got a potentially very important advantage, they've been pegged back yet again. And now it's FRÖLUNDA coming through. They can't quite take it with them. Oh, the net has come flying off there. It was Jere Injera who had an opportunity, wasn't really able to convert it into a shooting chance. Held up, waited for some support. It's another poor bit of play on the blue line, this time by Brian Cooper, I think it was. Yes, it was. For VÄXJÖ, that's been a real sore point for them. Oh, interference. So, where is this going to lead us? It's Brian Cooper, so he was the one who lost the puck for VÄXJÖ. He's now gone into the box. That is bad news. Interference. VÄXJÖ 5-2 down. Now with 7 minutes to go. FRÖLUNDA now are going to go on the power play. And if a 5-2 deficit wasn't intimidating enough, VÄXJÖ, FRÖLUNDA's power play units are coming out to really stick the knife in here and win the face-off. There's an immediate chance for Mikael Ruhama. Easy save for Emil Lamy, but this is not what VÄXJÖ wanted. It's a nice little move. Henrik Terminus just putting out wide. An easy, simple pass into the gap to Ruhama, who hasn't got a lot of points since coming across from Moodoo. Neither had he when he was at Moodoo, but he has been effective in his overall play for them. That's not really shown up in personal points, but it's been a good pickup for them. And now he's dancing around with a puck, waiting for an opportunity. Puts it back to, I think it was Malte Stromvall, who's looking for his 4th goal on the game. Didn't make a clean connection, but it's back to Henrik Terminus, the defenseman on the blue line, out to Ruhama. Waiting, probing, back to Terminus. VÄXJÖ desperate to try and keep their opponents out here, but they can't get hold of the puck. It's a shot on net. Emil Lamy is going to hold on to it. Keegan Lowe getting involved, the VÄXJÖ defender. But that sort of aggression is a little bit too little too late, I have to say. So we have 63 seconds left on the power play. 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes left in the game. VÄXJÖ bench looking a bit despondent as we focus in on them. Oh, Horvath have just taken a 3-2 lead. Big goal for them. Stal Liranas, I think it is. Stal Liranas. Double barrel name. Has just given Horvath a 3-2 lead at home against Luleå. Just having a quick look through the other scores. All the other scores are as you were. 45 seconds to go on the power play. There'll be 5 minutes left at the end of the power play if it goes the distance. All VÄXJÖ can do right now is just make sure they kill off this penalty. And at least give them an opportunity to try to get something from this game. But one more chance and it flicks away. 20 seconds left on the power play. This time VÄXJÖ are able to get it clear. I think that's Emil Silfgård, I think. Yes, it is. Scrappy player that he is. His brother not in the lineup, Marcus Silfgård. Presumably due to injury. I haven't seen that actually, but I'm sure he would be in there if he wasn't injured. So that's a blow for them. There's a chance on net. Good save, Emil Lamy in close. Pretty sure that was Eric Forel who had the opportunity. A little deflected shot. A little tip by him. Emil Lamy smothered it. Penalty has been killed off, but we're now down to 4 minutes 40 left in the game. FRÖLUNDA leading 5-2 over VÄXJÖ. It's going to be offside, I think. Replay of some FRÖLUNDA fans having a bit of a heart attack there. Ooh, Linköping have equalised at home against VÄXJÖ at the Saab Arena. Someone's got about 9 minutes to go, so that's 1-1. Phantom bye for Linköping. Fekwe trying to have a shot on net there, and it is a shot on net, but Johansson is able to catch it in his glove and just hold on to it. No need for anything fancy for Frölunda now. 3 goals to the good. They now are actually out shooting Fekwe in terms of shots on goal, 26 to 25. It's the Frölunda crowd, a good crowd on hand at the Scandinavium. Getting behind their team. They had a tricky first half. They never seemed to, first half of the season, they never really seemed to get into any sort of groove. Then they went away just after Christmas for the Spengler Cup, as their arena was being used for the World Juniors. And no, the Spengler Cup didn't go too well for them. It feels like they've come back with just a bit of renewed purpose after that. And have been good since then. In fact, we're almost having a... Ooh, it's a bit of a scramble in front of the Frölunda net. In fact, we weren't really able to get a good shot on target there. It looked like Joachim Blickfeld did almost get one through, and it may have actually been a save. It was. So, in fact, we did get the shot on target there, but pushed aside by Johansson in the Frölunda net. Fekwe have pulled Emil Lamy, so it's 6 on 5 for them. 3:12 to go in the period. Desperate for something, trading 3 goals. But Frölunda have got the puck, although sloppy again by Fekwe. That was a good chance to get out of their zone. They've messed it up. Now desperately Fekwe trying to get hold of the puck, and they do scramble in the corner of down their own zone. That is not where they need to be. 2 minutes 45 to go in the third period. Fekwe not only running out of time, but seemingly running out of ideas too. Referee whistles the play. It was a good shot actually, Joachim Blickfeld put on there, and a decent save. Johansson was having to look around a defender there. And he made a good save, and there was a Fekwe player right on top of him. In fact, ended up, it was Kari Kostler, I think it was, yes it was. Ended up on the floor in front of him in the crease. So they put the pressure on there, but with 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. Frölunda's 5-2 lead over Fekwe. It's one that should be safe. Frölunda win the face-off there, so just not able to get any sort of sustained pressure at all, even sustained puck handling for Fekwe, despite the fact that they're now got a man advantage, having pulled their goalie. Oh, and they lost it, and this is a chance for Frölunda to get the 6th goal. No, good defending by Fekwe. It was, yeah, it was your person who managed to get on the end of it. But again, Frölunda putting good pressure on Fekwe. Fekwe do now have the puck, but they're in their own zone, and it's 1:45 to go. They need 3 goals just to level it to take it to overtime. And without meaning to be a Debbie Downer, that ain't happening. Nice bit of skating there. Dylan McLaughlin getting all the way round, sets it up onto the blue line. For Carlson, back to McLaughlin, has a shot, and it looks like it has gone in. No, it has gone in. It looked like it was a bit, well, it was a weird reaction, but I guess it's the sort of reaction you would get when you've scored a goal to make it 5-3 with 1 minute 13 to go. But it has gone in. So Dylan McLaughlin all started from his own effort, really, skating it in, keeping hold of the puck. He got the puck back. A little shot. There's a lot of traffic in front of Johansson, so that one goes in. So it's 5-3. McLaughlin gets a goal. Already had an assist earlier in the game. So, do we have a dramatic end? I just wrote them off. And they immediately scored. So 5-3 for Frölunda FRÖLUNDA. 1 minute 10 to go. 2 goals needed for FRÖLUNDA to take it to overtime. Emil Lamy saves a shot, then pushes it off. FRÖLUNDA come into the Frölunda zone, although a little bit scrappy, although they've got it back there. That's good play by Dylan McLaughlin. He's been impressive in the last few minutes, trying to make something happen. Still got the advantage, the man advantage of FRÖLUNDA because they've pulled their goalie. They've reclaimed the puck, 45 seconds to go. Nice spin move, but they've got to get it on net quick. Here they come, shot! Gets blocked, Robert Racine shot, I think it was. Yes, it was. There's been a goal. Färjestad 4-1 now on Leksand. Another shot by FRÖLUNDA, doesn't get through. Falls again. There's going to be Gabriel Carlson that has a shot with a wrist there. Sticked away. VÄXJÖ have taken a 2-1 lead away to Linköping. Dylan Sakura with that goal. There's still 7 minutes or so to go in that one. But there's just a few seconds left in here. We're counting them down. It's not going to happen. VÄXJÖ did get 1 goal back, but that is all they've done. It's going to be a Frölunda 5-3 win at home against VÄXJÖ. Big win for Frölunda. That's 7 in a row for the Gothenburgers. The league leaders, VÄXJÖ, are not going to be league leaders in a couple of minutes' time because they go home empty-handed from the Scandinavian, whilst second place Färjestad lead 4-1 away to Leksand. So Färjestad will jump up to the top of the league. Frölunda are up to 3rd and are in some sort of form. 7th heaven for them, 7 in a row. The first period hat-trick by Malte Stromvall, plus goals by Max Friberg and Noah Herser have given them a 5-3 win. Goals for VÄXJÖ coming from Gabriel Carlson, Hugo Gustafsson and Dylan McLaughlin right at the end, just as a consolation goal. As the players all shake hands and there's no naughtiness or problems after the final whistle. As you wouldn't have expected, there's not really been much needle in this game. 2 teams skate off the ice, all VÄXJÖ players give thanks to their travelling supporters as they skate off the ice, and Frölunda will celebrate with their home fans at the Scandinavian. 5-3 for Frölunda. Clap, 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 clap. Very nice, very nice. Celebrations at the Scandinavian as Frölunda bang their sticks against the glass in recognition of the support of the home crowd. Frölunda 5, VÄXJÖ 3. I'm going to see if we can quickly scoot across to another game. The one I was going to look for was VÄXJÖ HV71 against Luleå. We'll see if I can bring this one up. I say that, it's just finished. VÄXJÖ are celebrating a huge win, 3-2 over Luleå. Big win for them. That keeps them very firmly in the hunt to try and get out of that relegation playoff. It's going to be some nervous teams there at the bottom. VÄXJÖ therefore are on 48 points from there. Let me see if I can bring this up actually. I'm just going to see if there's any other games to have a look at this. Oh, Linköping VÄXJÖ is 2-2, although there may be commentary on it, so let me just I'm turning the sound off just to make sure. If that one's going on, we'll have a look, but yes, I will bring up the live league table in a moment. Okay, so I don't have another graphic to show what I'm watching. I will Maybe put between. There we go. There we go. So yes, so I shall be catching the final 5 minutes of Linköping against Skellefteå. Although having said that, it is 2-2 at the moment. Ooh, Linköping, the home team, are going on the power play for high sticking. So maybe this is a chance for Linköping to take a lead. Looks a slightly harsh one, I have to say. But Linköping will take it. And they will take a time out as well. So Linköping 2, Skellefteå 2. Let me see if I can quickly sort this out. It's been some good games in the SHL. The last couple of weeks, I think it's always the way that we get to this part of the season and so much to play for all across the league. Whether it's in trying to ensure an automatic playoff place to finish in the top 6, whether it's trying to avoid the relegation playoff. There are plenty of things to play for with 10 games to go. It just makes every game feel that much more important. Let me see. I go back to this one and then try and change that if I can. Not sure if I can. Here we go. Oops, sorry guys. There we go. That's a 1v1. So yes, 4 minutes or so to go. 4 minutes 30 to go. Linköping and Skellefteå. Linköping on the power play. Looking to take a 3-2 lead. It's 2-2 at the moment. There is a wonderful never mind the bollocks sign in the Linköping end. Oh, I like that. Very good. Skellefteå doing a good job of tying the puck up in the Linköping end. So first minute of the power play has come to nothing for the home team. Coming forward now, shot on net. Pushed aside. I'm not sure if that's Linus Söderström in the Skellefteå goal. I think it is. We will check. As Linköping trying to make something happen. They're not quite able just to get it on target there. That was a potential opportunity for them. "20 seconds to go in the power play. 3 minutes to go in the third period. 2-2. Linköping trying to create a chance. Oh, fluffed on the shot. Number 13, that was Anthony Greco. Came to him, not quite at the pace I think he wanted it, and fluffed his shot. So that power play could have been crucial, could have been really dangerous for Skellefteå, but they were able to kill it. So we now get into the final 2.5 minutes. The third period with scores still tied 2 apiece. It's Marcus Högberg in goal for Linköping. And it is indeed Linus Söderström in goal for Skellefteå. And he's being challenged here. But good work from his defenders to clear up some mess in front of him. Goals in this game for Skellefteå came from Petter Gromby and Dylan Sakura. For Linköping, Oscar Fantenby and Marcus Lund. Marcus Lund, I think it is. It's a good opportunity there, hitting the... Also good save by Linus Söderström. We're just showing a replay of it. So, 2 minutes 5 to go. Linköping against Skellefteå. Looks like Team Raw and Malmö has headed to... oh, no, it hasn't. Team Raw has scored a late goal to win that one 3-2. That is bad news for Malmö, with Horvier Hertiet winning 3-2 at home. Crowd wanting a penalty here for Linköping. They're not going to get it. Ah, it was a shootout win by the looks of it. Let me have a look. It was indeed, yeah, shootout win for Team Raw. So at least Malmö do take a point away. Anton Vaden with the winning goal. Oskarshamn have got a goal back away to Mudu. But it looks like they are going down to yet another loss. Is that something like 7 or 8 in a row now for Oskarshamn, the bottom club? Rögle did get a goal back against Örebro, but they lost that one 2-3. So Rögle are in some trouble. Malmö did at least get a point today, but they are in some trouble too. Now my stream's gone off, so that's good. Oh no, it's come back. There we are. So FRÖLUNDA, who were having the most of the puck just at the end of this game, although they've been just outshot on target. Ooh, and that's going to be a penalty. That is bad news for Linköping. It's a stupid, I think that's a tripping call against him. Is he? Yeah, tripping call. So 48 seconds to go in the third period. Jonathan Pudas have put it behind the net. This is just a tripping call from Phantom Bay, who scored the goal, or scored one of Linköping's 2 goals. But he's taken what could be a very costly penalty. 48 seconds to go in the third period. Linköping 2, FRÖLUNDA 2. FRÖLUNDA go on the power play, trying to win it in regulation. 45 seconds to do it with a man advantage. Shot on it from the blue line from Jonathan Pudas. Easily saved. And a little bit of a schmozzle out in front. Marcus Högberg in the Linköping net. He's made 27 saves and 29 shots in this one today. He's probably going to need to make a few more in the next 39 seconds if his team is going to avoid a late loss. FRÖLUNDA win the draw. Back to Jonathan Pudas. Pushes out wide. Trying to set something up here. Pudas has a shot, gets blocked in front. Good defensive play by Linköping, making sure there are no rebounds, no trouble. FRÖLUNDA have done well to put it back in, but the puck is going to come out of the zone again. So 10 seconds to go. Looks like this is heading to overtime. One more chance, perhaps. Goes wide. And that is it for regulation. 1 minute 12 left on the 4-on-5 power play. It's a bit of pushing and shoving in the corner, but that is going to do it for regulation. Murder won 3-1 at home to Oskarshamn. Finishing it off with a third goal in an empty net. So Oskarshamn, what is that? Let me have a look. So Oskarshamn lost 5-3 against Linköping on Tuesday. They've lost 3-1 today, and that is 8 losses in a row for Oskarshamn, who can already start planning for that relegation playoff. But VÄXJÖ are giving themselves a lifeline there. Let's have a little look at if we can see the live table quickly. Let me have a look for you. Sort of. Not sure why it's working like that, but I do know why it's working like that because I've hit the wrong one. Let's ignore that. Try and bring it up for you in a second. Main thing you need to know is Malmö now are down into 12th. Just 3 points ahead of VÄXJÖ, with Mudu and Rögle only a further 2 points higher up the table. So it's 3 teams there for VÄXJÖ to potentially overhaul one of them. It's looked unlikely pretty much for the entirety of the season. Oskarshamn and VÄXJÖ have occupied those 2 relegation playoff places for most of the last 3 months or so. But they may be able to get at it. Now we've got Skellefteå and Linköping. It's still 5-on-4 for 50 seconds. Skellefteå trying to make it count in overtime with a golden goal. Here's a chance. Jonathan Pudas couldn't quite control it. Had Högberg scrambling, but he had to take a touch to settle the puck and decided against shooting as a result. There's a shot on target. Pushed to one side. 30 seconds left in the power play. The graphics were a bit wrong there. It's actually 4-on-3, and I can count to 4-on-3. So Jonathan Pudas with a shot. Pushed to one side by Högberg. One more chance perhaps on the power play. Pudas waiting. Flings it across. Power play is up. So Linköping have recovered from that. It will be 4-on-4 until there's a stop in the play. There's a stop in the play now because there is a shot that has been snaffled by Högberg. So a couple of chances, mainly for Jonathan Pudas. Big one there. He just couldn't get a puck. He had to control it with his left skate, in fact. And the second time, that is a great block. Great block by Linköping, number 27, hobbling a bit. But William Vågkrug, I think it is. Don't know how to pronounce it if I'm being honest, but the extra defenseman for Linköping put his body on the line there to keep the game alive for his team. 2-2, Linköping 2, VÄXJÖ 2, 3:30 to go in overtime. Axel Sundin Pelikat on the ice for VÄXJÖ, although he's given the puck away in his own zone. That is careless on a 3-on-3. So Linköping are able to bring it back into the zone. Set something up with pace. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, lovely move in front. Linköping trying to come through, but good stick, in fact, by VÄXJÖ to take the puck away from them. And now they're going to have a chance. VÄXJÖ, good shot on there. Dylan Sakura, but right down the throat. Marcus Högberg, who takes it in. Dylan Sakura looks up at the scoreboard, looks up at the video board, in fact, to look back at the chance and shakes his head a bit and smiles. Good opportunity for him. 3 minutes to go. In Swedish Hockey League action between Linköping and VÄXJÖ. VÄXJÖ win the face-off in Linköping's zone, so they have control. Jonathan Jonsson with the puck, trying to make something happen. He's got a player all over him there. Doesn't get a call. Max Lindholm now has it. He's out there with Andreas Jonsson. And Oscar Lindberg, and there's a shot on net. Good save again. Högberg in the Linköping net, but it's very much been Skellefteå on top. Obviously started the overtime with a man advantage and have carried on, even though they've now not got the man advantage, carried on in the same vein. Ooh, they didn't like that very much. Little flick out at Högberg after he'd made the save. It was by Elias Salomonsson. And unfortunately for Linköping, they have given away another penalty. Not sure what it was, so it's 4-on-3 for Skellefteå. And this could be the defining moment. They haven't given out the details. They've probably just said it in Swedish, holding on Hultström. So most of the rest of this overtime is going to be on a power play for Skellefteå. Shot on net, Marcus Högberg makes yet another save. It was Jonathan Jonsson with that one. Can Linköping hold on and take this game to a penalty shootout? It's going to be tough for them. 2 minutes to go. Most of it, they'll be short-handed. Oscar Lindberg loses the face-off, in fact. So that's a good job by Linköping to win the face-off and then dump it down the other end of the ice. Skellefteå will regroup and bring it through. Oscar Lindberg brings it into the zone. Ricard Hug is out there too. Jonathan Pudas. And there's a chance all fluffed on it. Oscar Lindberg couldn't quite get a shot off there. Dangerous situation. Gonna have another chance. No, he just holds onto the puck, skates around a bit, goes to the blue line, drops it off, gets it back, puts it across to Pudas, and there it is! That's the shot they were trying to set up, and they've done it. Jonathan Pudas with the goal on a power play, makes it 3-2 Skellefteå in overtime. Marcus Högberg, the Linköping goalie, skates off. He did a good job. But that time they just moved it across, moved it back across again. Right where Jonathan Pudas loves it. In the left face-off circle as we see it from his angle. The right face-off zone for the opposing goalie. It comes across to him. He's waiting. Puts it across and he slams it home in the near post. Good goal, good finish. Skellefteå make it a 3-2 win away against Linköping. A really big win for them. And that is going to do it for the Swedish Hockey League action today. On Saturday, Skellefteå will travel to Husqvarna Garden. So HV71, big win today. They host Skellefteå. That's a 3:15 p.m. start time in Sweden. 2:15 here in the UK. And of course, after that, on the Tuesday, Skellefteå will be competing in the Champions Hockey League final on next Tuesday against GNF Servette. Well, there we are. Another exciting evening of Swedish Hockey League action. We saw a big win for Frölunda. 7 in a row for them. They beat VÄXJÖ 5-3. If I'm looking at the right thing, there we go. Yes, we are 5-3. And then we've just seen the end as the Skellefteå players celebrate with their opposing fans. They beat Linköping at the Saab Arena 3-2 in overtime. Färjestad beat Leksand 4-1. Färjestad now go up to the top of the league, just getting past VÄXJÖ. Mörder have beaten Oskarshamn 3-1, so Oskarshamn pretty much guaranteed to be in the relegation playoff, but a big win for Mörder. 2 wins on the week, just as they needed it. Malmö lost 3-2 against Timrå on a penalty shootout. Rögle lost 2-3 at home against Örebro. That's a big loss for Rögle. They are in some trouble right now. And they're partly in trouble because HV71 got a late winner against Ludua. 3-2 for Horfia Hertiet. Their dream of keeping in the SHL is still alive. But there we go. As I mentioned earlier, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow night on Friday night from the Hockeyallsvenska, the Stockholm derby between Djurgården and Oikor. Probably won't be ready to start at the time the game starts, which is about 6 o'clock UK time, 7 p.m. Swedish, but I will be joining at some point. So do click subscribe and the notification bell, and then you will be notified when I am live. Saturday, there will be SHL games in the afternoon, although I'm going to be out, but I will be doing a live stream in the evening at 8 o'clock UK time, 9 p.m. Central European, as the Edmonton Oilers play my Edmonton Oilers. And then we'll be back next week on the Tuesday with the Champions Hockey League final with this team. VÄXJÖ, we have got the camera in their dressing room. They are celebrating a big win away against Linköping. Thanks as always for watching along on the live stream. I am Matt Smith. Don't forget to follow along at Hockey with Ice on Twitter or X, and also on Instagram too now. And the blog is hockeywithice.uk. Until next time, I'm Matt Smith. I'll see you very soon. Tomorrow night, in fact, if you're about, for the Stockholm Derby, Act 4, Oikor and Djurgården.